Welcome back to the Buford Awards right here on Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show. Right now we're going to go through 4 more categories from a list of categories that I came up with for the year in hand. And the next category that I'm going to talk about is the Breakout Star of the Year in the world of professional wrestling. Now, the Breakout Star of the Year technically doesn't have to be a rookie or has to have been someone who has been in the business long. It could have been anybody. But this individual who won the award truly broke out of the mold from this year and became a huge star, I believe, in professional wrestling in one full year. And the Breakout Star of the Year goes to Smooth Chucky T, Chuck Taylor. Now, Chuck Taylor, in 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, was a part of the Kings of Trio, won the Young Lions Cup, held the IWA Mid-South Heavyweight title for almost an entire year, won the IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Championship, and defeated such unbelievable talent as Low-Key, Steve Corino, Mike Quackenbush, Claudio Castagnoli, Too Cold Scorpio, and many, many more wrestlers. And Chuck Taylor, I believe, will have an even bigger year in 2008. So congratulations to Chuck Taylor, who wins the Buford Award for the Breakout Star of the Year. Now, the next category that I'm going to talk about here is the worst match of the year. Now, these are one of the few worst categories that I do here. I think there's only 2, and it's in this segment. The worst match of the year. And you know, there really weren't like any matches that stand out above the rest, but there are some as far as this category goes that, excuse me, stand out above as the worst. But to me, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one match that stood above as the worst match of 2007. And I'm going to give the Buford Award to Great Khali versus Batista in the Punjabi prison match from No Mercy 2007. Now, I know some of you are going to wonder and argue, why didn't you give the award to John Cena versus Kevin Federline or Rosie O'Donnell versus Donald Trump? Well, basically, the fact is this. Khali and Batista in the Punjabi prison match, first of all, the rules were stupid, made no damn sense, and it was just BS. I mean, you could have made the case for their match at SummerSlam also, but this one was just a little bit worse. Alright, the next category that I'm going to do, and this may be a controversial category, is the worst wrestling moment of the year. Now, I know when you hear this, you're probably going to say to yourself, the Chris Benoit murder. Anyway, no, I am not going to count that as the worst wrestling moment of the year because that's pretty much the story of the year, 2007. So I'm not going to count that one. So, with that out of the way, the winner for the worst wrestling moment of 2007 goes to John Zandig, whom, after a match, Eddie Kingston and Chris Hero, which Eddie Kingston won, Zandig bashes Kingston publicly and fires him at the show and then bashes his own fans. Zandig, I talked about this 8 months ago. I still feel that's the stupidest thing that you could have done, and I'm amazed that CZW number 1 is still around and number 2 still has fans. So Zandig, you get the Buford for the worst wrestling moment of the year, and I hope that you never show your face in wrestling again. So now we move from the worst wrestling moment of the year to the best wrestling moment of the year. And this one, you know, in a year, like I said, where there is nothing, you know, great, there's just one moment that just stands above the rest. And this award goes to Lightning Mike Quackenbush for coming back from a concussion during the 2007 Ted Petty Invitational to come out to wrestle his semifinal match and his final match to win the tournament. If you haven't seen it yet, you have to, ladies and gentlemen. It is just unbelievable. It is incredible. It's as real as it can ever get, folks. You can't script that stuff. Got some more awards coming on the way. We'll be right back.